Christmas. Oat milk latte, oof. Y'all know that I was getting into latte art. I haven't really practiced that much after that whole, you know, obsession just trying to get a heart. I kind of stopped. I do prefer Americanos, or like, I mean, if you're new here, I usually drink 4 shots. I still prefer just nothing in it. Y'all, I went outside for the first time in a few weeks. My boyfriend and I went to eat some brunch, and I don't know, I feel like this is like the perfect coldness where like you could put on a proper jacket, have that cool breeze, Christmas is in the air. I don't know, I'm obsessed. I do have some Hoya updates, and I'm gonna try my best to show Hoyas that I haven't shown in a while. So that one right there, look at that one. Oh my god, I'm just like burping so much now. And before I forget, let's show some Hoya blooms. I think they're the same as last week, so Hoya bella lida and Hoya heuschkeliana inner variegated. I think those are the 2. So, Miss lida here. That, so stunning. Wow, okay, that's 1. The second one is just down here. So beautiful. So there's 2. There's 2. I actually don't know where it is. I'm like looking and I'm like, you tricked me again. Okay, while I look, what just fell? I mean, first, seriously, this is so wild to me. Oh my gosh, okay. I found them, they're over here. Okay, I don't smell anything. I'm thinking they're maybe older blooms. Sorry, I know y'all can't see it, but that's the best I can do right now. It's just like not focusing on it. I fill anywhere from halfway to maximum. I'm okay with, and also just knowing how thirsty the heuschkeliana is and putting back my beneficials on top. And the star feature is this plant that I haven't shown you in a while. Coriacea, how we feeling? Gosh, so remember there's 2 plants in here and she's going off. She's oh my gosh, look at her. Are you joking? Okay, let's just do a pan. Let's do a pan. Let's do a pan. What an incredible plant. Propagation that I took like at the very beginning of the journey, you know, started with a leaf that looked like this. So not completely like block-like silver, and she did continue with like a powdery kind of splashy, non-splashy kind of situation, or like non-silver situation. I still love her. And then the mother plant is the one with these solid silver leaves. Also, oh my gosh, I recently saw a silver latifolia, and it kind of looked like this, and I'm obsessed, and so that is a new plant that's on my wish list. So up a trellis, I had the mishap a few days ago, and I don't know if you can see, I guess it's kind of hard to see. Remember I talked about if you dry out the roots or you underwater and then overwater a Hoya, you might see like black or purple dots on the plant. It's kind of happening to this one. So 2 days ago, I finally changed my nutrient solution for my plants in LECA. It was coming on to like 5 weeks, I think. Oopsies. So there were a few reservoirs that were dry, and this one was one of them. This was like bone dry. You could see just a little bit of rootage. I don't know if y'all can't even see anything. There's some roots popping out, but also feeling the leaves, they were pretty dehydrated. 2 days ago, I know for sure this wasn't present. Do you see the purpley like tones? And because it's a new relief, I think it was what I was saying about like the underwatering, then, you know, introducing a ton of water. You can see those purple spots there. So it is so strange. It just developed in the past 2 days. I mean, looking at everyone else, sorry. I'm like thinking everything's a bug. It's just dust. Oh my god, I noticed my hair wasn't popping out. I'm sorry, guys. I need my hair to be popping out. I'm just so happy with this. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. And there's a ton of new leaves. Like, look. Right over there. Right over there. And at the top. Oh, at the top here. And there's some down here. Let me flip it over. Insane. So again, there's 2 plants in here. It's not just one. But I'm so impressed and happy with all this. I kind of think I might be giving it too much light. Before, when she wasn't at the top of this trellis, I think it was okay. But now that all these leaves are up here, I don't know, it's hard to see. They do kind of look yellow. I mean, they obviously don't look yellow, but like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm looking at the screen. It doesn't look yellow in the screen. Again, I know I'm very opinionated when it comes to light. This is a newer Hoya in my edition. I got this in July or June actually. And so it's only been 6 months that I've been growing this plant. So I'm just voicing what I'm observing based on my experience and the conditions that I'm giving it. But definitely a favorite. Like, this is incredible. I don't know why you don't show this plant a lot on this channel. Maybe in the future I'll showcase her more. Maybe I'll propagate it again because you know me. Oh, Clemmy, one of my favorite Hoyas. Y'all, if y'all have the chance, please just buy this plant. It is so beautiful. Look. And like when it's subjected to a lot of light, look at this. Remember when this leaf came out? So this is the result. She's fully hardened off. Look at those veins. Look at those veins. It's shocking because, I mean, I've had this plant for a little bit. I am shocked that she's still continuing to push out new leaves. Like, this is a brand new leaf. Here, she's not completely hardened off yet. And then there's two on this side that actually shocked me. They're so dark. They're so dark. Oh my, are you kidding? Seriously? Look at that texture. Look at that. And then this one is a second one. Yeah, I'm just obsessed. I'm just obsessed with all these leaves. But like, I don't know, there's something different with these leaves here. They're much flatter. And a lot of people were saying that the leaves are curling this way because I'm subjecting it to a lot of light. I guess because these leaves, these new leaves over here, are lower in the plant and like kind of under the plant, they're a bit flatter. I don't know if that translates. You see over here, they are a bit flatter. So I don't know. Thanks for leaving comments, guys. That was, you know, good to know. I still like when they curve like this one. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, wow. You are just a long boy. As per usual, root check. So still good. So let me show you. Do you see those? They've been sitting there for a while. Again, don't trust the appearance. It's hard to show because it's dripping everywhere. I'm just pulling, nothing's coming off. I was gonna put it away. I am itching to propagate this plant. Should I, okay, because you know me, I'm pretty extreme when it comes to propagating plants. Should I maybe take just like 4 cuttings? I really want to see, you know, how this grows in pon. I don't know. I'm very interested. So, okay, and I kind of want to do my update on these props for y'all. It's been 2 weeks since you've seen these props. For me, it's only been a week at the time I'm filming this video. So here are the Mathilde splashes that I did propagate. So again, I'm not worried. I know you could, future Kevin zoom in, you can see this leaf over here, but, oh, it fell off. And yeah, just feeling everything and seeing if they're okay. Now, they don't feel super hydrated. I mean, for obvious reasons. I put this in here a week ago, but I'm also just trying to make sure that they're all submerged. The level of the water, y'all know I usually like to filter the top. I haven't looked at these in a week, so the water level has dropped. You can see I'm still like kind of tipping. You can't see anything until now. So for me personally, I like to add more water. So I'm just gonna put more, and I like to water from top to bottom just because you're covering those stems. So you can see that the water level is back up there. Same thing with this one. I don't see anything or feel anything else that to make me worry. So at the very top still, again, the stems are like this short. Just know where your stem is when it comes to, you know, filling the reservoir. And so yeah, that is that. I'm very behind. You know, I've been kind of trying to film. I've been trying to film 2 videos a day for Vlogmas and editing 1 of those videos, just so I don't fall behind. It's different from last year because I think last year half of the videos were planter videos. Because last year a lot of them were planter videos, like I was never behind on plant care. So I was like thinking like I might like pivot and maybe do more for Vlogmas. I'm not sure. I'm saying all this because there's been like really just so much neglect. Like, think about the videos that, it's been a week of Vlogmas. Wow, I can't believe it. It's not even December, like the time I'm filming it. But this video is probably gonna go out on day 8, I wanna say. Like, think of the videos. A ZZ Raven plant, that's not. The Chinkengensis, Hoya Mathilde Splash. I'm not doing plant care in those videos, and it's just so time consuming. And then, so, okay, I think I might pivot and do more plant. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm like talking. Plan is, fingers crossed, I need to film 3 videos today. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm a little mad, y'all, because my Maglux, okay, the new leaf is here, but like flop central, I think she's super dehydrated. She's so pretty though. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to show this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, feeling it, it's not super dehydrated. Wow. I'm so impressed with it. But do you see the flop? She was like, okay. And then like, oh God, I can't even show this. She was actually okay for a bit. Look at this. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, it's do you know what I've noticed with luxurian hybrids that obviously the leaf is tougher, and so sometimes it's hard knowing just by touching the leaf or the petiole of a luxurians or a luxurians hybrid if it needs to be watered. Now, you know, obviously looking at other things like the surface of the pond is so dry. The indicator says that it's dry, and like also like seeing that this leaf, I mean, prior to like the last couple days, it wasn't flopping like this. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to go so quick and try to water as many plants because I'm so behind when it comes to plant care. So I'm just watering. I'm not flushing, I'm just putting plain water. I think the last time I fertilized this plant was like maybe a month ago. I think that's fine. I don't want to like but yeah, just using plain water, hoping for the best. Wow. Zara Michelle over here has a new leaf. She did dry out too. She looks so crinkly. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna water it. Sorry. And then I used to grow the forgetii. Like all these Anthuriums live on the same shelf. And I think I mentioned in another video like that it's a shelf that I'm now realizing that I just ignore for like no reason. I have no idea why I ignore it so much. Do you see? Forgetii. Beautiful. Beautiful. Remember I transferred her into this and I was like, it's drying out too much. It's still drying out too much. Moss pool is crisp. Do you hear? Crisp is crisp. Yeah, I'm trying to find, I might have to get like a deeper saucer than this one because the water is not like staying in here. Again, linking it to the forgetii being so thirsty, well, like it having a big root system, you know, that's a big part, but like she's not doing the greatest right now. So I'm just trying to see if there's any new root growth. So there is a couple. So these two, you can zoom in, these two are new. Over here, I don't know if y'all can see that. Over here, there is actually a new end. So all hope is not lost. There's some over there. So it's not the worst. It's not the worst. So still a beauty. This leaf is up against the grow light. Like the back of it is against the grow light, and that's why there's that yellow streak over there. So I do need to find a new home, unfortunately, but we'll just see. Hopefully, I don't ignore this one too much. I still haven't really looked at this variegated adansonii since I put moss in it. I think the new leaf is like here, but like slamming. Do you see that? So again, moss pole, cling wrap. This is the even specimen that like I kind of wanted to keep. Yeah, adansoniis are so fast. So now that she's grown a little bit more, there is an aerial root there. So I'm actually gonna push it a little more. So I'm just gonna like position it in a way. Okay, she's not attached yet. Good. So now I can kind of just move her to this side. And then hug, I guess at the highest point. So the one thing that I've fallen behind on is the watering. Thankfully this one didn't need that much just because, you know, it's only one plant. I repotted it, so the roots haven't really established, so that's okay. But let's put more water just to be calm. Oh, I'm always scared when I drop things. So just putting it back, and yay. Okay, I haven't looked at this strawberry in a while. Oh, the sachet. So because I haven't been filling the reservoir, let me just see, kind of dry. There are some roots over here. There's some leaves that got stuck. I think there's only 2 and they're on this side. Every time I forget about keeping a reservoir or like the substrate or the pond like moist, then I see this happening. And I know this is a very like familiar thing with not strawberry shakes, pink princesses. So that's that. And there's another one over, is it this one? Yeah, it is. Over there. It doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't happen all, oh, okay. That actually came out easier than I thought. Okay. And then the other one. And I get this question a lot, like, compared to Pink Princess, like, are they as annoying? And I want to say that they're not. It still happens, but not to the extreme, like, of the Pink Princess. So there's another one here. And right now I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to water the substrate. But yeah, this specimen, or these specimens in here, they're, I don't know, I love it. I love it. So I'm just going to put plain water, taking some dead leaves off too, just while I'm here, like at this stage, like not yellow leaves, but like these kind of leaves. So yeah, I really hope y'all are enjoying Vlogmas. Like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like viewership has dropped. So I know for Vlogmas it's gonna be like much lower as well. So I'm just trying to create content that will like last on YouTube and people can like always like refer to it, like the videos that I posted already. And so, so just doing that, just posting things that I normally wouldn't because of the fear of it not performing well. Like I have leeway during Vlogmas. It also helps that I'll be working in December. So philodendron strawberry shake. I didn't even put water. I didn't even put water. Oh my gosh. Okay, syngonium wendlandii. We are not happy with her. Well, we're not happy with me because I have ignored her. She's dried out too much, and now that the days are shorter, oh gosh, okay, the roots are here, but they're dry. There's literally no moisture at all, so I never want it to get to this stage. So I'm just gonna do a cleanup. Just taking a lot of like the dry leaves. See, it is a little concerning because a lot of the, you know, when there's like one or two like old leaves that are yellow and crispy, then that's fine. That's just how the plant tries to, you know, allocate nutrients and energy and whatever. But the moment it's like more than that, like, do you see these up here? These ones, like they're pretty high up, and there's a couple, I think there's another one after that. You almost want to question the roots. Oh, this is one of the big ones. It might also be because it's actively growing, like the one, so this leaf over here and this one, and there's another one. You can see that the foliage is getting smaller, probably because like I haven't been like keeping an eye on them. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the majority of the leaves that look like this off. Yeah, we'll see. I never like to see that many leaves. That doesn't usually happen to me, but clearly it's happening now. Usually I only see one or two, but that was like 3 on one plant. So I'm just continuing with the other ones. I'm forgetting how many are here. Yeah, moss, you know what? I think it's also because the moss pole is like so dry as well. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to keep it here and just put water in this cup. So it's a slow trickle into the moss pole just because she is bone dry, unfortunately. And then we're just gonna leave her here and monitor her for a little bit. Let's do the next plant. Okay, one of my faves. She's gonna go soon, I can tell. Anthurium regale over here. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you can see, but she is starting to get more crispy. There wasn't inconsistent watering, which resulted in a lot of like browning on the edges. I'm just like, ugh, why did I do that? And because of the drying out, I'm gonna flush it. I don't remember the last time I did this. Actually, it says October. Okay, it's been a month. It's been a month, and I have given it a diluted nutrient solution, so do you want to flush it? Oh, over here. I feel like I'm going really quickly, but this is like slightly slower than if I were just doing this without filming it. I usually go so fast because, like, I mean, y'all know that I have so many plans to take care of, and especially now, knowing I have to film 2 more videos after this, I'm just like, come on, Kevin, you can do it. Oh yeah, another thing. So, seeing how my forgetii behaved when, you know, I transferred into that planter, you know, I've said this before, that sometimes gravity works against you, where yes, Pon and LECA, they do have the capability to wick up water, but sometimes when the planter is so tall, the Pon or whatever at the top gets really dry. And so with this one and the Christmas tree warocqueanum, I do like to water over just because I don't know if y'all can see, but there is a root over here. There are other roots as well, so I don't trust like this little tiny reservoir to wick all the way up here, so that's why I prefer to water over top for these ones, just because there's just more area to cover, and especially with Anthuriums, you never ever want them to dry out completely. So we're just gonna continue. We're just continuing. Okay, thanks for sharing your opinion. And I really am thinking of putting this close to a grow light, just for the time being. I'm just kind of scared. The days are still continuing to get shorter until like the 21st of December, so I'm a little worried. I know last year, I think my regale actually bounced back in like January, February. Was that the date? Isn't that wild? But yeah, just making sure everything is all right with all the plants. Here's the thing, y'all. I've kind of concluded that I do need to get rid of more plants, which, you know, I thought I was done. You know, that was the whole point of getting rid of those big Hoyas. And, you know, technically I didn't get rid of all of them. I took cuttings, I think, from 2 of them. But space also, you know, you kind of realize that there's some plants that you don't look at. And like, I know I ignore this wendlandii, but yeah, I just need to do another reassessment, unfortunately. And you know what's close on the list? The variegated adansonii. That one, I mean, I put in that video of plants that I've fallen out of love with. What other ones? I still have the UPI. Okay, so that's her. That's her over here. I'm just grabbing my magnificum regale here. There is actually a new growth coming. Woo, and she's dry. I don't know if I did this last video, but yeah, that's kind of exciting. Anyhow, if y'all haven't noticed, I'm wearing my Patriots sweatshirt. I know, boo all you want, everyone. Watching the Patriots got me into football. And so now I watch Red Zone every Sunday. It's, I just like this sport. Like, it's the same thing as tennis. Like, I watch so many different people. Like, it doesn't matter who's playing. I will watch so many different people. But oh God, was it 2013? I think it was 2013. My best friend, we used to work in retail. This was so long ago. Wow, this was like 10 years ago. Wow. So her family's from Boston. And so clearly we used to go out like after work or just like meet up and have drinks. And she would always want to watch the game. So eventually I was like, okay, because before I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, okay, tell me how the game works. Got into it. I'm so happy during that period because, like, obviously Brady, my favorite player on that team was Edelman. I'm a huge Edelman fan. Just the chemistry they had. Gronk was there too. Oh my God, Dion Lewis, the little one. And then, I mean, after that, obviously you had 3 more Super Bowl wins. Crazy. So that was like, honestly, how I got into football. Because people ask me that all the time, and I get questions all the time. Who do you cheer for? And like, sports people scare me because they are so just mean when it comes to like certain teams. And I get it, but like, also, like, I don't get it at the same time. I know currently the Patriots are not doing well. In my fantasy league, Ramondre Stevenson is on my fantasy league, and like, I always bench him when he does a good job. But like, seriously, the offense is just so bad. Oh my God, it's so bad these days. This is a tie that I look at the least. So this is one of my props. This is the new leaf. She's gorge. Reservoir's dry, and I don't know, my tie, it really is so resilient to drying out, but I never obviously want it to get to that point. Yeah, not hard enough yet. This one's against my south-facing window, so that is her. I don't remember when I watered this, I'm gonna be honest. I had to keep a little bit in the reservoir, and I might have reached over and poured it into here, but because it's been a while, I'm just gonna do a flush. Again, I'm not doing the flush because, you know, I have to for the salts. Like, I'm doing it because I need the pond to be moist, like, everywhere. Like, I can't have it, like... I think that's also the issue with plants living in aeroid mixes. And I think that's part of the reason why if you dry out your aeroid mix completely, like when it's bone dry, like, obviously the plant's not gonna grow. Like, it'll survive for a little bit, but it's not gonna grow. Obviously you have issues like rehydrating it as well. I feel like aeroid mixes, they dry out, like if you ignore them, they do dry out a lot, more so than Pon or LECA, and so it's more difficult to bring that back if it's really dry, and then obviously the fear of root death after that. And I mean, yeah, that's another reason why I don't have a lot of plants in arid mixes. Just based on that fact. Like, I would have to keep everything wet. You know, I thought about this the other day. I was like, would I have the same plants? Like, how would my plant collection look like if I didn't start YouTube, or if I stopped one day? Like, would they, I personally think, they would look healthier, to be honest. They would look a lot healthier. I'm gonna say this again, editing, it takes forever. It takes forever. And also, like, I kind of feel like pressure, like, being on YouTube to, like, have a lot of different kinds of plants. And, like, I do want to have this many and more, but I don't know, I feel like I need a variety to keep things interesting on this channel. I'm not sure. So I think maybe, to answer my own question, I think I would have less plants. It's hard though. Okay, the queen is here. Same thing with the regale and all these other Anthuriums, but also because she's a velvet leaf Anthurium, I do need to flush her. I'm doing this because the moss pole is like drier than what I usually like. And like the wendlandii over here, I want to do a slow trickle. Let me see if you're okay. Wendlandii might be okay. Let me just do a check. I think the moss pole is fine for this one. And there was runoff into the reservoir. You know, I want to try my best to keep the moss moist. Oh my God, there's a new leaf. How come I didn't notice you before? It's not necessarily like unfurled yet, but it's like kind of constricted. Can we? Okay. I'm just taking off the sheath because it's kind of impeding. Over here. Can we not? Okay, I don't want to touch it that much. But because it's dry, there's a cup here again. I'm just going to pour water over until it gets moist, and then I'm going to open the hole at the bottom of these planters. Oh, hey y'all, yes, the onesie is back. I'm gonna be very honest, everyone, I have not been in the brightest moods. Yeah, so motivation's kind of like dipping down a little bit, unfortunately. So I thought I'd do a different kind of planter video. I'm not gonna talk that much. I mean, we'll see if I can be stopped, because you know me, I get carried away sometimes. I hope y'all are okay with it. I love this onesie again. It makes me feel so relaxed because it's so soft on the inside, so soft. Also, I got a haircut. I feel so much better now. I got a haircut because I'm going into work at the hospital for like 3 weeks. Maybe that's why I'm not in a good mood. Yeah, again, I just need to focus on just making sure everyone's okay, not necessarily worrying about like the content, because if the plants aren't happy, then the content isn't happy.